I want to give you your first assignment.
Which is?
And you need to get some attention. Your first assignment is that the entire time you're on the trip, you're going to be thinking about a plan or a project to summarize this trip experience and share it with the rest of the Upward Bound family. In some kind of creative presentation, it's totally up to you all, but you're going to take all of the information that you learned from this trip, the experiences that you had, and when you go back for a Saturday Academy, or during the summer time, you're going to make a presentation together. Well, through a grant from the Department of Agriculture, the Upward Bound program is able to take some select juniors up to Northern California to visit some of the Bay Area colleges. What's really great about this trip is that it gives students a chance to really see themselves on a college campus, to see if that campus is the right place for them. And you know, a lot of times students grow up and they hear about campus names and they hear about these colleges, but to have that real personal relationship with the campus, I think, makes a huge difference when students are deciding where they're going to spend the rest of their academic career. Founded in 1868 by the Sisters of the Holy Names of Jesus and Mary, so we are a smaller private Catholic school, of course, in the Bay Area.
A group of students here at Berkeley went down to Southern California, and they went to all these workshops and different events. And the workshops were centered around the fact
meet wherever you guys need, coordinate that, and hopefully do better in your classes. And also, like, the main focus of it is for writing, because for a lot of people it's like a big transition from writing in high school to writing in college. Like, I thought I knew how to write in high school until I came here, and they're pretty much like, all right, everything you learned in high school is wrong, and this is how you're supposed to do it. So and I'm sure it's on. So if you go there, you can take your paper and wherever you're working on your track.
To New York, Oakland, San Francisco, and Davis, California. And around there, we had we've been shown like many different colleges and things like that, such as UC Davis, University of San Francisco State, which was closed because it was furlough day, and UC Berkeley. All in all, we got a lot of the college tour. Like, we learned about how what it takes to get to colleges, the campuses, the scenery, and things like that of that nature. And also, we learned about like the history of the buildings, and like, we actually come to like some of the colleges. Like myself, I personally like UC Davis, and I know some of the other people enjoyed UC Davis as well, and Berkeley, and USF. But other than that, it's been really exciting, and I hope to do it again. And I just can't wait till college starts.
One of the biggest highlights of the trip, I think, was going to the state capitol and touring the Capitol building, seeing where a lot of our laws, you know, are being created. We had the opportunity to meet with the Lieutenant Governor. She invited us into her office. She gave us, you know, some advice, some tips. She talked to the students about, you know, the importance of speaking up and being represented in government. And I think that was something we didn't plan, and it was spontaneous. We just went in and asked if we could see the office, and she was there. And so that was a really great opportunity for the students to see. This is an elected official. This is someone who represents us. And you know, they're a real person. They're approachable, and they ask you questions. They want to know what you think and what your opinion is. And you know, I think it's empowering to know that you can take your voice and you can speak on your behalf and on behalf of your school to, you know, make things better.
The NorCal trip gave me an opportunity to broaden my scope of college choices. It also made me think of factors that I hadn't thought of before, like population size. Schools like Holy Names had a size equivalent to my high school, whereas Berkeley was 20 times that. It also gave me a chance to experience the Bay Area and its schools, which I fell in love with and will consider applying to in the future. Without Upward Bound, I truly don't know where I would be. Norma and Shelley impacted so many lives in the past years, and I hope the program is even more successful in the future. Okay.
Next year.
Yeah, just give them to me and I'll get them to
I think next year we're definitely gonna visit most of the same campuses. We might want to try a few new campuses to give students a different feel for what else is out there. We flew up the past 2 years.
make an announcement
to the Bay Area, but it's possible that maybe we'll drive. We could visit some places, some campuses on the way up. But in terms of the length of time, I think it's perfect for students to get a feel for what's out there and to tour around. I mean, it's every minute is scheduled when we're on this trip, but I think it's all quality time and it's doing things that are important.